So students, like I've told you, your IT portion will be from unit 2 till whatever topics are covered till next Tuesday. Okay. So today what we are doing is the last topic in unit 2, and then from tomorrow I'm starting with unit 4. Okay. So all these topics will be there for IT. You need to study them. So today's topic is going to be this. We're going to look at the third operation possible on a binary search tree. The third type of operation is deletion. Then for deletion, there are three types of cases. Okay. So whenever you're deleting, you'll face any one of these three cases, and we'll look at all of these cases in today's lecture. So the first case could be that a node that you're deleting has no child. That means the node you're deleting is a leaf node. Okay. The second case could be that the node that you're deleting has exactly one child. And the third case could be the node that you're deleting has two children. So we'll look at all these cases. In each case, how the deletion has to be done. Okay. So this is your first case when you're trying to delete a leaf node. So you can just read this slide and I will show you the example. So this is first case. You can write down in your books if you are noting down. Case 1, deleting a leaf node in a binary search tree. So just look at this example here. Okay, look on the left hand side here. On the left hand side here, okay, this is the tree in which we are going to delete a node. So the node that we are going to delete is this node 20. Okay, so we are deleting a node 20. Now as you can see, 20 is a leaf node. Okay, 20 is a leaf node. Whenever you delete a leaf node, you directly delete it from your tree. Okay, you delete this node from your tree and you set the left child of the parent node equal to null. So this left link of the parent you will be setting equal to null. As you know, I have explained to you previously, each node is stored like this in this form. Where there is a left pointer, there is a value for the node, the data part, and there is a right pointer. So this parent node, this left pointer will be set equal to null when you do this deletion. Okay, right pointer was already null because it was not having a right child. And the data value would have been 34. Always, although when we draw a tree, we draw a tree having this circular shaped nodes, but in a linked list form, it is always stored like this. Okay, you should always remember the background of that a node is always stored like this, having three parts: left pointer, left child pointer, data value, and right child pointer. Okay, when we delete this node, leaf node, your tree will look like this. This will be your tree after deletion. So here you would have written here delete 20. Okay, so that is what is written here. You can just read this now, you will understand. When you are deleting, the link to that node is replaced by null. So if you are deleting the left child of a parent, then the left link of the parent is set to null. And if you are deleting the right child of a parent, then the right link of the parent is set to null. Okay, now Anthony, it's becoming a habit of yours. Huh? You're always joining the class late. Now I have to always minimize my slides and then admit you into the this. You need to join early. Every time I've noticed you join at 2:10 or 2:15. Okay, so any difficulties on this slide? Has everyone understood? So whenever you're deleting a leaf node, it is case A. When you're doing it for exams, you will show the step like this. Show the node that you're deleting like this. Highlight it in some kind of a dotted box. Okay, dashed lines box, and then after deletion, that node will not be present in the tree. Okay, just remove it directly. So 34 will be present with this left child set to null. It is understood that the left link is set to null. So let's see one more example. So suppose we have an example like this, where we need to delete 80. So first of all, identify which case you are going to apply. So again, this is a leaf node. If you are doing deleting a leaf node, you are always applying case A. When you are applying case A, that means you directly delete this node and you set the right link pointer of the parent equal to null. When you make this equal to null, your tree will look something like this here. Okay, so when you're deleting a child which is a leaf node, then you directly delete it from the tree and you set the parent's pointer equal to null. Now in when we are doing this on our notebooks, we don't have to do anything with the parent's pointer. But when you are doing programming, this is what we have to do. The parent's right child pointer will be set equal to null, because here we are deleting the right child. Okay. So let's look at the second case. So in the second case, we are going to look when we're going to delete a node having only one child. So the one child that is present could have been the left child or it could have been the right child. Whenever we are deleting a node having only one child, that is your second case. Okay. So let's see how to do that. So for example, see here. Okay. So in your second case, look at this. We are trying to delete 82. Okay. We are deleting 82. When you are deleting 82, you can see 82 is having only one child. It is having a left child 78. Okay. So when you are deleting this node 82, first of all you draw a dotted box like this, like it is shown here, to show that you are deleting that one. Okay. If you want, you can mark these other values. It's not compulsory. You can mark that this is the parent of 82. This is the node you are deleting, and this is the child. Okay. Once you have done that, when you finish, when you want to delete this, you replace this node that you are deleting. You are deleting 82. So replace this value with the value of its child. So you have to copy this value 78 in the place of 82. So here you will write 78 and this you will not show. I'll just explain you again. Whenever you are deleting a node having only one child, copy the value of the child in the place of the node that you are deleting. Once you copy the value of the child, delete the child value from the tree. Okay, so you are having here that this is the node you are deleting. So its child is 78. Copy this value here. Okay, like you can see here, copy it. Once you have copied this, remove this part from the tree. So once you copy it, here you will get 78, and you have finished deleting 82. Clear? How you delete a node having one child? Any doubts about this? Anyone has any questions? Did everyone get how to delete this one child? Okay, let's look at another example. See here. Okay, we are deleting 34. When you're deleting 34, see, this is the node, mark it. Okay, this is the node you're going to delete. Now check how many children it has. Again, it has only one child. Okay, this is the child, 45. One child. Okay, we're not looking at the grandchildren, we're just looking at the child, how many children it is. It is just having one child. Therefore, you have to apply case B. When you apply case B, how case B is applied? Case B is applied by copying the value of the child. Value of the child is 45. Copy the value of the child, 45. Replace the value of the node that you are deleting. So 45 will be placed in place of 34. Basically, what you are going to do is you're going to take this entire thing, okay, as it is, and you're going to copy this entire structure here. Okay, because in this case 45 is having children also. So you're going to take this entire structure and copy here. So this entire structure you copy here like this. When you copy, 34 will be replaced with this structure. Okay, so 45, this entire structure you will replace here with 34. So you will get here like this. Okay. Did you only one child? 34 is child. So when you do that copying, you have to copy this entire thing because 45 is having a left child and a right child. But 34's child is only 45, only one child. So you copy this entire thing here. 45 will be attached here and with its left child and right child. So you will get like this. While getting it, what I'm telling? So have you all got case A and case B? Yes, students, are you getting it? Okay, let's look at one more example. Here, third example. Suppose we are deleting 59. Okay, we are deleting 59. Again, check how many children 59 has. If it has no children, then it is case A. If it is having only one child, then case B. So as you can see here, 59 is having only one child. Okay, 59 is having only one child, 34. So what you will do is 34 along with its descendants you will copy here. So 34, since 59 is the root node, when you delete it, 34 will become the root node, new root node, and these will be the descendants. So you can see here 59 has got deleted, and this is the new root node 34 along with the descendants. Structure of the descendants remain the same. 45 was the right child of 34, that remains the same. 35 was the left child of 45, that remains the same. 50 was the right child of 45, that also remains the same. Only what we have done, we have deleted 59. When you are deleting a node having only one child, what you have to remember? Copy this child value here along with, if it has descendants, then the descendants also have to be copied, maintaining the same structure. So this basically you are going to copy this entire thing here. Okay, well, getting it? So I'm just showing you, this is the third example of deleting just one child. I hope you all are getting it. Are you having any doubts? Then you can type in the chat. Is it okay? Everyone has got it? Okay. So I'll continue. So coming over now to the next case then. Case C. So basically there's a lot of description given here. Okay. But when you can just read through this. Just read through this slide and then I will show you this third case. So basically this third case is for deleting a node that is having two children. So whenever a node is having two children, you have to apply the third case. The node that you are deleting has two children, apply the third case. And the third case basically breaks down to the first case or second case. Okay. So that is what we mean here in this second paragraph. So basically the third case breaks down to either the first case or the second case. Just read it, I'll explain you everything. Okay. Now you must have come across one word here that you may have not understood, that is known as something known as in order successor. Okay. In order word we have come across, so I hope you remember what is that in order. Okay. So when we were doing the traversals, we had come across the different types of traversals: in order, pre-order, post-order. So basically what you have to do is, given a tree, okay, some tree will be present and you are told to delete a node. So basically you are going to delete a node that is going to have two children. So say you are deleting this node, for example. Okay, this node is having two children and you have been told to delete this. So your first step will be, in case C, find the in order traversal of this tree. So this tree is given to you, find the in order traversal. So suppose you find the in order traversal. Just for example, I am writing here some numbers. Suppose you find the in order traversal like this. Okay. Then what it says is, suppose you are deleting, suppose this node that you are deleting here, say was this one, value was say 3. Okay. Just for example, say value was 3. So then what you will do? You have to find the in order successor of this node. Suppose you are deleting this here, the value was, say this value was 3. You have to find the in order successor. When you want to find the in order successor, you just do the in order traversal. When you do the in order traversal, now this is the in order traversal. Okay, this is your in order traversal. Just for example, I'm taking these numbers. When you do the in order traversal, you have got this. The number, this is the node you are deleting. So the number that appears after the node you are trying to delete. So which number appears? This one. This one is known as the in order successor of tree. Similarly, suppose I want an in order successor of 4. The value that comes after 4 will be known as the, so 5 is the in order successor of 4. 2 is the in order successor of 1. So any number that comes behind the number that you are referring to, that will be the in order successor of that number. So suppose I want in order successor of 2. In order successor of 2 is 3. In order successor of 1 is 2. So in order successor of 3 will be 4. Similarly, in order predecessor means the number in front of that. So suppose I want in order predecessor of 2, in order predecessor of 2 will be 1. In order predecessor of 4 will be 3. In order predecessor of 5 will be 4, and so on. So predecessor and successor, these words you need to remember. Okay. So now in this case, we want in order successor of a node. So whichever node you try to delete, before you can do the deletion, what you have to do? Do the in order traversal. In the in order traversal, you will get some numbers, the traversal of it. Then you identify which node you were trying to delete here. Suppose it was 3, and the number following that will be the in order successor. So suppose this is that 4. Okay, just for our example, imagine that this is that 4 in order successor. So in that case, what you will do? Delete this, remove this tree. You don't want it anymore. Okay, and copy this in order successor in the place of tree. So here you will put the in order successor. So that in order successor is 4. Once you have copied the in order successor, remove this successor from here. That is how you delete a node having 2 children. Okay, this I've just shown you with one example like this on this slide, so that you can read what I'm telling you. Okay, we'll see now proper examples on the remaining slides. So for example, see here, I want to delete 81. Okay, so whenever you want to delete any node in a binary search tree, if it is a case A, 81 has to be leaf node, but it is not a leaf node, so you will go for case B. Check whether it is one child, it is having one child, or 2 children. When you check, you see that it is having left child and it is having right child, so it is having 2 children. So it is not case B, but it is case C, having 2 children. So once you identify that you have to do case C, your first step before deletion is to find the in order traversal. So find out the in order traversal and type in the chat of this tree, find out the in order traversal and type in the chat. Yeah, so this will be the in order traversal. Okay, so now identify, look at this, you are going to delete this node. Okay, 81. So what is the successor of 81? Look at your traversal. What is the successor of 81? You can see here, this is the node you are deleting. Okay, 81 is the node you are deleting. So from this traversal, you have to identify which is the successor. So this is the node you are deleting, 81. So the successor is the node after that. So 89 is the successor. Okay, 89 will be the successor. So identify the successor. Okay, I hope everyone has understood how to identify successor. 81 is the node you are deleting. Number that comes after the node that you are deleting, that is the successor. So 89 is the successor. Okay, so what you do, once you identify the successor, you can write here if you want that this is the successor, 89 is the successor. Okay, so you have written the traversal, you had got something like this. I'm not writing the whole thing. You identified that this number comes after this. So this is the successor. You can write down if you want here. Then what you do is copy this value 89 in the place of 81. So like this, what I do, I copy this value here. 81 I want to delete. So I copy the value of the successor in the place of the value that I want to delete. So I copy it here. Okay. Rest of the tree does not change. So I just copy this value here. Okay. Once I've copied, in the next step, what I do, I remove the successor from the tree. I delete this successor. There was a successor that was present here, connected to as a left child of 95. So I delete this part. And this is the deletion of 81. So if I want to delete 81, in short, to summarize, the first step you have to do is find the in order successor of 81. So to find the in order successor, what you will do? You will do in order traversal. When you do in order traversal, obviously you will get some numbers like this. Whatever number follows this 81, that number is the successor. You want to identify which is the successor. In our case, it is 89. Replace 81 with value of the successor. So when you replace, you will get something like this. This is the successor. So you replace 81 with 89, which is the successor. Once you have done that, delete this successor from here. Delete. Once you delete it, you get like this. This is the deletion of 81. Clear? I hope so you have understood. Any doubts, you can ask me in the chat before I show you the next example. Is it okay with everyone? Is it okay with everyone? Okay. Has everyone got it? Okay. So let's go to the next example then. Second example. So again, you can see here which node we are deleting. 67. Okay, we are deleting 67. So again, start from your whenever you are deleting, you have to start from case A. Identify if it's a case A, case B, or case C. So case A means the node will have no children. Node you are deleting has no children. Case B, node you are deleting has only one child. And case C, node you are deleting has two children. So identify which type of case it is. Once you identify, then you have to apply those rules. So now when you identify, you obviously know that this is case C, because 67 is having two children, 34 as the left child and 80 as the right child. Okay. It has many descendants, but we are not interested in the descendants of 67. We want the immediate nodes, left child and right child. Okay. So once you have identified it is case C, do the in-order traversal. Do the in-order traversal. So if you do the in-order traversal, you can do and check, okay? You will get that 67 and then the successor of 67 will be 78. So this is the node you want to delete, 67, and the successor of 67 will be 78. Then the next step what you will do? Copy 67. So it will look like 78 and replace the value of 67. And then once you have copied, in the next step, delete this node. So now when you're deleting this node, can you delete it directly? Can you delete it directly? Or does any one of the previous cases apply? You can write your answer in the chat. I want to delete this. I've copied this value here. After copying, in the next step, I want to delete this value. This value I want to delete. When I want to delete this, can I delete it directly like case A, or should I apply case B, or should I apply case C? You can write in the chat. Correct. I think you'll have understood. So now when you're deleting, so you can see within this one deletion, you have to apply two cases. Okay. First here you are identified deletion of 67 as case C. Now deletion of 78 is case B. So it is having one child here. 78 is having one child. So when 78 is having one child, we have already discussed how you do. Copy 79 in place of 78 and delete 79. So when we do that, here you can see we have copied 79 here in the place of 78. So you got here 79 and then you have deleted this. Okay. So I hope you understood this. That's why it was written when I was telling you about case C. I told you case C could decompose into case A and case B. So that is how it decomposes into, which basically it could be comprised of these steps also. So here is a perfect example of how case C involves case B also. Okay. So you need to practice all these things. Okay. If you don't practice, then you will get confused. It's not very difficult, but if you don't practice, you will get confused. So let's see one more example. So again, now we are trying to delete 35. So you can see here 35. Again, always start from case A. Identify whether it's a case A, whether it's a case B or case C. So like you can see here, this is case C because it is having a left child and right child. Case C means two children. So it is having two children, left child and a right child. So once you identify that it is case C, do the in-order traversal. When you do the in-order traversal, you will see that you will get 45 as the successor. So when you get 45 as the successor, next step is to copy this here. You will copy 45 here, like it is shown here. In the second tree, the middle tree it is shown. You copy the value of successor in place of 35. So it is shown here in the middle tree. And after you have copied, you have to delete the value of the successor. So you have to delete this value after copying. So when you are deleting, again you can see it is case B. Here you have to apply case B. So when you apply case B, 50 will be copied here and 50 will be removed from here. So that is how this deletion will look like. Is it okay, everyone? Any doubts in any of these examples? You want me to explain any example or any case again? Is it okay with everyone? Well understood? Okay. If you feel you have understood, then let's do one example. Okay. So we are going to do one entire example on this binary search tree. So I typed the question in the chat. You can do it on your notebooks. So you can write insert the following elements. Okay. So I given you this question. You can just try this. Insert this following elements into a binary search tree. When you finish, just type in the chat that you are done. Do it step by step. Okay, don't do it in one tree in one diagram. You have to do it step by step. So Ritika, if you can use that link and you can draw your tree on the. Students, am I connected or have I got disconnected? Can you just reply? Okay, Ritika, can you use that link in the chat for the Jamboard and draw the tree on that? With the voice breaking. Students, can you hear me? Okay. So actually, I was asking Ritika to use that Jamboard link and draw the tree if you have finished. Can you all access that link on the Jamboard? Is it visible to everyone? Can you see this Jamboard? Can't open. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, fine. We'll not waste time because I was also trying it for the first time. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure, Kaiser, because I was trying it for the first time. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll only draw the tree so you can just see whether you have got the answer. Just check whether you got the same answer. Fine. So first you will start with 67. Okay. You will start with 67 as the root node. Then you will insert 66 on the left side. Okay. Then 34 will come as the left child of 66. So this will be 34. Then you will have 89 here. You will have 12 here. Then 44. 44 you will compare with 67. It is less than 67. 44 is less than 66. 44 is greater than 34. So 44 will come here. Okay. Then 112. 112 is greater than 67. 112 is greater than 89. So 112 will be here. Next is 789. So 789 greater than 67, 789 greater than 89, 789 greater than 112. So 789 will come here. And then you will have 90. So 90 is greater than 67, 90 is greater than 89, but 90 is less than 112. So 90 will come here. So this is the tree that you all should be getting. Are you all getting this? Okay. So basically, when you are drawing on your books, you should be able to get this on the same levels. Okay. Just make sure that you are drawing this on the same level. So, for example, this 66 and 89 will be on one level. 34 and 112 will be on the other level, and these all nodes will be on the last level. You should maintain the levels like that. Okay. And this is your root node. So the next task is I want you to search for 112. Write down the comparisons for searching for the value 112. Search for 112 in the tree. What are the comparisons? You can write down those comparisons in the chat. So getting, can you hear me, students? Have you all got this tree? Everyone? Anyone has any difficulty in constructing this tree? The binary search tree? You can ask me your difficulty if you are having a difficulty in constructing the tree. Have all the students online have understood how to construct a binary search tree? Anyone has any doubts about this tree, how any of these values has got inserted? Yes, Yash has typed how you get 112, how you find that value. So 112 is greater than 67. It's not 68, it's 67. Then 112 is greater than 89 and 112 will be found. Yeah, so this is the way you will write for your exams. Okay, so next we'll try for deletion. So you can next try to delete 44. Delete 44 from the tree. Delete 44. When you're deleting 44, check which case it is, case A, case B or case C. So when you delete 44, case A will be true when since 44 is a leaf node. So that's why case A. When it's a leaf node, you directly remove it from the tree. So this will be the deletion of 44. At the end of deletion of 44, your tree will look like this. Okay, 44 will be deleted and all the remaining nodes will be present. Don't draw those yellow lines, okay? I just drawn those yellow lines to show you that those nodes should be on the same levels. Okay, so I well understood how the delete 44 is done. So next you can try delete 12. Sorry, delete 34. Delete. Next you can try to delete is 34. Delete 34. So when you're deleting 34, which case? Case A, case B or case C? Yes, case B, correct. So delete 34. When you delete 34, your tree will look like this. So when you delete 34, you will copy the child's value in the place of 34 and remove the child from the tree. So you will get 12 here. Okay. Next, I wanted to delete is 112. Delete 112. So which case when you're deleting 112? Yes, case C. So apply case C. What do you have to do for case C? First you will have to find the in order successor. Find the in order successor of 112. Yeah, Siddhi Lakshmi, first find out. Yes, you have gone to the second step. So first you find that 789 is the in order successor. Okay. So once you find a in order successor, copy that successor in the place of 112. Once you copy, delete that successor from the tree. So when you do all these steps in one shot, so I'll just show you step by step. So first you will do the in order traversal. Okay. When you do this in order traversal, you will get some order here. You will find that after 112, the number that comes is 789. So this is the node you are deleting. 789 is the node you are deleting. Sorry, 112 is the node you are deleting. 112. Okay. And 789 is the successor of 112. So you will copy the 789 in the place of 112. Once you have copied, you will delete the successor. So a tree will look like this. Okay, this is 789. Here this part is 789. Okay. Is it okay with everyone? Okay, if I tell you to delete 89, only tell me which case it will be. I'll ask someone, don't type in the chat. Arya, if I'm deleting 89, whether it's case A, B or C, you can type in the chat. If I'm deleting 89, whether it's case A, case B or case C. Case B, correct. 89 is having only one child. So it is case B. How you apply case B? Can you draw on your books and see? Delete 89. Delete 89. Okay, for some reason the delete spelling is not coming proper when I'm typing, but okay. Delete 89. So when you delete 89, okay, this one when you delete, so 7, this structure will remain the same. So 789 will come as the child here. Okay, and the left child of 789 is 90. So you will write here 90. So this remaining part you will be not put. Okay, is it okay? How is any doubt with? Is anyone having any doubt how I got this because of delete 89? So here in this step here, when I was showing you, okay, when I was showing you on the slide, I showed you in detail. So whenever you are doing it for exams or ITs, you need not show this middle this one. Okay, so in case you know how it is to be done, this step need not be shown. This one. So you'll be told to delete some node. You'll be told to delete 35. And if you know how to apply all the cases mentally, okay, then you can directly show me from this step the answer. But if you find it difficult to apply it like this, then you can show like this, the middle step, and then show the final answer. any way that you find comfortable. Okay, I'm only telling you not to show this step because sometimes you are not having time to write the exam. As you must have seen last time, data structures paper will be always lengthy. Okay, it will be lengthy even if the paper is simple, because you have to draw all this and there's a lot of steps involved and you have to show it step by step, so then it takes a lot of time to do all of this. So it will be always lengthy. You will never get enough time to write data structures paper. You will always finish just on time. Okay, and if you daydream, then you will not finish. So any doubts about anything about this topic? Trees, binary trees or binary search trees? Any questions from anyone? Okay then. I think we can stop then for today's lecture. Tomorrow I'll be starting with unit 4. Okay. So I'll be starting with unit 4. Today the unit 2 gets so. Okay students. So I think we'll stop the lecture. You can disconnect. And C course members, we are having a meeting at 4:30. Okay. Because you all had something, some class at 12 o'clock or something you all told me.